I've talked so often about the debt that we, here at home, owe to all our chaps who are fighting this war. Some up in the skies in their small planes protecting our homes. Other chaps flying across the channel to drop bombs on the evil factories where the Germans make the weapons with which they are trying to destroy us. Chaps on the ground in tanks and on foot with simple weapons. Chaps on the water and chaps under the water, all of them so far from their homes and those that love them. And then, of course, there are chaps who fight with their brains, driving themselves on, working day and night, concentrating every ounce of their minds, every last ounce of their physical energy, working out ways to save thousands of lives by outthinking and outmaneuvering the enemy. Let us never forget that they too, like the chaps at the front, the chaps in the air and on the ground, the chaps above and under the sea, like the chaps they send on deadly missions all over Europe, they too never sleep. But now let us turn our minds to those others of us who must not be forgotten during the war. We women. We who spend so much time in thinking of the brave chaps who are risking their lives, and yes, losing their lives, but who have themselves their own very important work to do. Some of it is simple, but because of our country's great need of it, it is never, no, never, a drudgery. Some of it is highly skilled, almost as highly skilled as the chaps' work. But the truth is, isn't it, that whatever the nature of our work, in whatever our walk of life, whether we're young women or grandmothers, with a simple daily task or a skillful and dangerous one, there are precious few moments in our day when somewhere in our hearts we aren't thinking of our chaps. May God be with you.
May God be with you too, Amelia.
That was Amelia Cleverly with the morning thought in wartime.
Well, you heard from Ted, or haven't you?
Yes, Monk. Henri's coming back tonight for his briefing as ordered, Monk. Oh, and I was checking in his file. It's his birthday.
Is it, my son? Is it? Then we'll give him a surprise. Bit of a party, champagne and so forth. I tell you, I've got a good feeling about this old Bob. In spite of the Yankee in the briefing, foolish-faced, didn't seem to understand a word. Not a word. Still, all we have to do is to wait for Petunia and her girlie and the cafe leave. And then in 9 days from now, lives saved, war shortened. It's the waiting I can't stand.
Section 18, Monk. Petunia, just talking about you. What's the matter? A bus? A bus? Run over by a bus? Oh, good God, you're just teasing, Petunia. What? No, you can't go back to bloody Lyme Regis. The whole lot depends on. Well, we'll get you another niece. We've got another one lined up for backup. A perfectly good girl. She'll do just as well. Now, you wait there, Petunia. What? Yeah, all right, don't wait, but be back in 2 hours. Yes, 2 hours to the minute. She'll be there, I promise you. Well, what are you waiting for? Didn't you overtap and get the files? The files, quick, man. You have to speak French fluently, otherwise a simple, patriotic, dim-witted girl, an amateur. Not this, or this, or this. Ah, this one. This one has the look. Does she speak French?
Good Lord. Isn't that Ingrid? Yes, we had her hanged last month, Monk. Sorry, wrong file. Enemy girls.
Come on, Bob, come on, man. We've got 2 hours. Less than 2 hours. Down, Petunia and Lyme Regis have a mind to pull her pen. What are you doing?
Here, Monk, got it. French speakers, all volunteers.
Who the hell are you?
Corporal Merriman reporting to Commander Scott, sir.
What for?
Driving duties, Commander.
Don't be ridiculous, Gully. We've got a perfectly good drive. Now, clear out. Can't you see we're busy?
Actually, Monk, we haven't got a driver.
What do you mean? Of course we have. Old Alec, or Alfred, whatever his name is. Been with us for years.
No, but, Monk, I'm sure I told you. He's had a stroke. Been paralysed down his left-hand side of his body. Can't walk or talk. That's why I put in a recce.
Now, we haven't got time to mess about with drivers now. You all have to do until we get a proper one. Go and sit somewhere and we'll call you when we need you.
I'll just have to ask a few questions, Monk. Security, you know, all that.
Make it quick, then. Make it quick. At least I can get on with what's important while you're buggering about security. What the hell's this? This all we've got? Just this one?
No, Monk. That's the corporal's file. This is the one.
You taught French?
Yes, Commander. At Cheltenham Ladies' College. Though my main teaching was games. Gym, lacrosse, hockey,
Et vous
tennis...
parlez français, n'est-ce pas?
Mais oui, commandant. Ma mère était moitié française, vous voyez. Je suis donc un gars.
Not married?
No, Commander.
No fiancé? Nothing of that sort?
Well, I was engaged to a chap the year after I went to Cheltenham. But he was killed in a skiing accident in the Engadine. There was a freak avalanche.
Bloody fool. What about habits, vices? What are they?
I don't drink. I tried to once at the first end-of-term staff party, but I made such an ass of myself and got a headache.
Why did you join up? For the glamour?
No, Commander. I just wanted to do anything I can to help in the war, and I heard there was a shortage of drivers. And as I used to drive the school bus to all the away matches,
I don't think that just because you used to drive a lot of little girls about with hockey sticks, that's all you have to do for me. You're not here to spend the day sitting around in your fanny waiting for some fun at the wheel. Understood? Right. Now, it just happens that I have a little art going on at the moment that I can use you for. So what you have to do is this. Get yourself into some civvies, pretty yourself up, then prattle away at some free French. Your mother was French. You soften them?
No. Well, I mean, I'm glad there are allies, of course, but I'm English through and through.
Listen, could you just listen for a moment instead of breaking in all the time? Your job is to find out what they want you to do for them and agree to do it. They know you're working for Section 18, and they know I'm your boss. And I know what it is they want to know, and that's the only thing you're not to let them know. Follow that you're doing what they want you to do for me and not for them. It's all quite simple. The whole thing's been worked out for you by our top female agent. Only female agent. You're lucky to have a chance to work for her. She's your aunt, by the way, which makes you her niece. She'll be waiting for you at Holborn Underground Station, Lincoln's Inn entrance in 9 3/4. Name's Petunia. Petunia Humbert. Call her Pet or Petty, something like that. Above all, be natural. Be yourself. Don't put a foot wrong and you'll be perfectly all right. And at least it'll give you something useful to do until we need you for the driving. Off you go then.
Right, Commander.
Don't do that! Don't do that! Never do that again! This is meant to be a secret service. We don't go around hittering each other. Now, one more thing. Fatty puffs and thinnerbones. They probably won't come up until round 2, but if they do, look blank. Play dumb. Say you'll try to find out. Understood, Nug?
Understood, Commander.
Wow.
A near one. I was jolly lucky, wasn't I? You are my aunt, aren't you?
I suppose it was too much to expect the same thing to happen twice in one day. Especially when a person is meant to be in Lyme Regis for our health. Well, you're not at all like my niece. I keep telling him tall and blonde and English rose, and you look almost continental. And you're far too short as well, you know. Far, far too short. I say tall and blonde, and here I am turning up with short and swarthy. We're there now. Here we are. The rest is up to you. Oh, your name. Your name. Don't forget to change your name. Oh, sit down. I've got to sit down. The Admiral. There's the Admiral.
It's you, Minette's in a frenzy. She's been waiting for you over an hour, 2 hours, 3. Look at her.
Why are you late? Why? Do you think I have nothing better to do with my time? It makes my head swim and climb the risk, the danger.
I'm very sorry. It's my fault we're late. I had to stay on in the office, you see.
You're the girl. This is your niece.
Yes, yes. This is Nanette.
But you said she was blonde. Blonde and fat.
No, tall. Tall and blonde.
But she's small and dark.
No, what I said was, when she was a child, she was tall and blonde. But when she grew up small and dark in the way that children do, you know? It just shows how little notice you take.
What's your name?
Sally.
Oh, since school, people have always called me Poochie, except for Aunt Patsy. She still calls me Sally.
The English and their blasted stupid names. Patsy, Poochie, Sally. You come with me, and you... You. Yes, it would be you.
Sorry, miss. Sorry, it just fell from...
Get out, go away. You leave at the end of the week. Compris? Compris? Now go in there. Go. This comes from your money. Go in there and do the tables. Out! Out! Voilà l'Angleterre. Voilà ce qu'il faut supporter. Des gens dégoûtants, sans manières, sans savoir vivre. Grossiers, stupides. Eh bien, restez pas là. Aidez-moi, allez. Aidez-moi. Écoutez-moi bien. Je ne le dis qu'à vous, hein, parce que je suis surveillée. Vous comprenez?
Oui, mademoiselle.
Demain matin, soyez à la gare de Waterloo à 7h30. Là, allez dans la salle d'attente réservée aux femmes. Vous y rencontrerez une jeune femme. Vous pourrez l'identifier grâce à son chat. Elle le caressera. C'est compris?
Oui, mademoiselle.
She will tell you what you have to do next. Also, this is important. This is serious. She will give you a package. You bring it straight back here to me. Understand? Vous ne l'ouvrez pas. Ne regardez pas. Vous ne le touchez même pas. Vous le rapportez. Compris?
Oui, mademoiselle.
Si vous ne faites pas exactement,
Je ferai exactement. Exactement. La gare de Waterloo. Une femme avec un chat. Un paquet pour vous. Je ne regarde pas. Rien.
C'est ce que vous dites. C'est ce que vous dites. Mais comment vous croire? Comment? Ils sont partout, partout. Pourquoi pas vous aussi?
Et moi, je veux aider les Français libres, mademoiselle. Je ferai tout ce que vous dites. Tout.
Chut. Chut. Petite idiote. Yes, I trust you. I can see that you're a good girl, Butchie. A good, loyal girl. Now, our business is ended. You go back to your Auntie Patsy and my papa. And tell him to give you a nice Polish treat. You have deserved it. Understood, my child? A nice Polish treat.
No, my poor sweet child. You are not to distress yourself because of my daughter. She's only a little... But I will look after you, protect you. I promise you, you will stay here with me.
Excuse me, Admiral. Your daughter said I was... Well, she said something about a Polish treat.
Well, I know. I've anticipated. It is here. Already here. Thanks to our emigre friends. Are you ready, mademoiselle?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but you see, I don't drink. Not since the end of term party.
My daughter says Polish treat. You drink. You drink.
But
as it's a special occasion.
No. Throw. Now that's just to start. Now we begin the treat.
Well, I must be getting along. Train to catch. Tell everybody I've done everything I can, please. There's nothing more for me. Goodbye. Goodbye, Admiral.
Goodbye, my dear, my sweet, my darling. Café libre! Café libre! Café libre!
Café libre! Café libre! Café libre!
Oh, please. You awake then?
Yes. Yes, what happened?
Qu'est-il arrivé? Qu'est-il arrivé? Vous êtes saoulés. Vous avez ridiculisé le café libre. Voilà ce qui est arrivé. Regardez-vous. Regardez-vous donc. Si la police était passée par ici, elle aurait fait fermer le café. Ou pire, bien pire. Lewd and disgusting behavior. And in the café libre. Now get up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I made a bit of an ass of myself.
Where do you go tomorrow?
Waterloo Station. Ladies' waiting room.
What time?
7:30.
And the young woman, what about her?
Stroking a cat.
And then what? Then what? The important thing, the thing my life depends on.
The package, I bring it straight to you.
Straight to me. Straight to me. There. I do that only to make sure your head is clear and that you remember everything. From now on, I believe you will be a very good girl. A very good girl.
Slut!
Cavalier!
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I still haven't quite mastered the art.
Come on, Gary, get going. What are you doing? Where do you think you're going?
I don't know, Commander.
Yeah, you deal with that. Glasses, girlie, and the crate there.
How many?
Just the 4-0 girl, I suppose.
Come on, it's his birthday. Give him a greeting. Haven't you got that open yet? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dearie.
Happy birthday to...
Maurice, what the hell are you doing here? Where's Henri?
Don't worry, look. Don't worry. Percy Mamante's all right. He's not like me. He has local Henri. Sleeps every night in a cafe. Had no sleep for 2 weeks. Except with pigs in ditch. So we decided to change with each other. I know, and next time.
You decided. And what about my info? Did you get it to all the right people? Did you?
Not yet, Monk. Not yet. Arrest. Shooters.
That's all I need. Rest.
What's the first rule? Don't panic. Take it step by step. What's the first problem? Maurice over here when he should be over there. Solution, get him back immediately. This morning. This morning, eh? Your department, Bob.
Well, that means he'll be flying back in daylight.
Yes, we have to risk it. Our second problem, we've got to put him somewhere where he can get some sleep in a bath, or they'll smell it coming before he's crossed the channel. Now, get on with it, Charlie. What are you waiting for? Now, second problem. Second problem.
Hey, Charlie.
In.
Hein?
Dans le bain.
Oui, maman. Oui, maman. Ah. 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 Ah.
Maintenant au lit.
Oui. Et le pyjama, maman?
Pas de pyjama, mon petit.
Pas de pyjama. Ah. Je suis mécanicien. Je suis avec Vichy. Je suis avec le maréchal. Maman, 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 maman.
Manon est là, elle va te sauver.
Ne laisse pas venir. Ne laisse pas s'approcher. Je sais rien. Je sais rien. Je suis Maurice Legrand. Maurice Legrand. Mécanicien. Je sais rien. Je suis avec le maréchal. Avec le maréchal. Avec le maréchal. Avec le maréchal.
Dressed, are we? 6:30 means 6:30 in our line of work, even if it means giving up a few minutes sleep. Where is he? Morning, Maurice. Everything's taken care of. Nothing for you to worry about.
You promise?
I promise.
Right, right. Then I agree. But if it doesn't happen, I swear to God.
Ah, there's a good job. Now get in while I'm behind the wheel. I've got work to do. You've got Waterloo to get to.
But, no, you're not letting me drive. No, Bob is not driving me.
Bob's an excellent driver. He drove me here. Why aren't we moving?
Stop! Right. I go to the airfield with Bob. It's a madness, but I go. I go to Bordeaux. It's a madness, but I go. I go in daylight. It's a madness, but I go. But in 8 days at the most later, I return. That's our agreement. Before the sacred witness.
By agreement, pledge, and solemn promise. 8 days at the most. That's all I ask.
Then for 8 days, I shall sing nothing except my mon ange. Ma petite maman. Thus I shall survive. It will be my life. In year and in year.
Now, this is round 2, remember, so don't forget for a second the cat lady's a professional, you're just an amateur. So if you put a foot wrong, you'll end up with a bullet between your eyes or barbed wire around your neck.
Excuse me. I think we have a friend in common. Ninette.
What the hell's kept you? I sat in that bloody place for 15 minutes. Do you think this is some sort of a game? We could both end up swinging by our necks, don't you know that?
I'm very sorry. I had a bit of trouble getting away from my boss.
Well, I haven't time for your sex life. My train's due in 5 minutes. Let's get to business. Fatty Puffs and Zinnifers. Ever heard of them?
Oh, yes, I know the book almost word for word. The French one, Patty Pouvet Philifert. Mummy used to read it to me almost every night for years. 2 pages, and then my prayers in English was a ritual.
Oh, absolutely disgusting. What can they do, the forces of the Hun, against a single English child at prayer? Blow it up, that's what they can bloody do. You know perfectly well what I'm talking about. Fatty Puffs and Zinnifers from your Section 18, from your Commander Scott. You have, haven't you? So get on with it.
I've heard them mentioned once or twice. I don't know who they are.
You don't have to know. All you have to do is find out how much they weigh this month, to the exact ounce.
But that must be top secret info. If I get caught,
you'll hang. So don't get caught.
But I don't even know how...
Yes, you do. We know you're sleeping with Scott. That phony aunt of yours told me Ned. And besides, you've just admitted it. What else would you be doing with him at 7 in the morning? Look, this is a waste of time. I've got about 2 minutes. Take a look. No, not those. These. These are yours. What would your Commander Scott say to those? You'll get the negatives back as soon as you pass over the info, and it's got to be soon. In the next couple of days, or they go elsewhere, including Scott and the police. It's your own fault. You should have just agreed to do it. You're half French, we're free French. It's your bloody duty. As soon as you've found out, tell Ninette. She'll arrange another meeting. Oh, damn. There's this. Tell her from me she's being a bloody fool. Tell her to pull herself together or she'll do for us all. There are 6 in there. We're not getting her anymore.
I'm very sorry about what I said last night, Mum. I was that upset.
That's all right. Where's Ninette, please?
Upstairs, Mum. And if you could put a word in for me.
That is what you did to him with your dancing and drinking. His neck and his back. Of course, he deserves it to the blasted old burger. But for me, it is exhausting. Well, my package. You have it? Where is it?
Elle dit qu'elle vous en a donné 6. Elle ne vous en donnera pas davantage. Il faut que vous vous ressaisissiez.
Mais qu'est-ce qu'elle en sait? Elle n'est pas moi. Elle l'a pas, lui. Elle n'est pas entourée d'espions et de traîtres, elle.
Quand j'aurai l'information qu'elle veut que je vous donne, vous organiserez notre prochaine rencontre.
Oui, oui. Ce sera fait, ce sera fait.
And she gave me these to make sure I do what she says. I didn't know people could do such disgusting things to people.
I assure you, mademoiselle, there was no impropriety. What is this?
Oh, you. Of course. You don't know to knock on doors. But still you are finished. You, horrible English thief. You don't stay until the end of the week. You leave now. Understand? Vous êtes mis à la porte. Out! Out!
With pleasure, Miss Lelèvre. But first, there are some gentlemen who'd like a word with you. Come in, chaps.
Well, well. Been up to something French, have we, sir?
Thank you, Dennis. I'll do this bit. Mademoiselle Ninette Lelièvre, Monsieur Claude Lelièvre, you will please accompany us.
The girl, too. She's part of it.
I told you that blasted girl!
That blasted girl's going to finish you. I can't wait to give evidence.
Can't you? Can't you? Now, you see, you English. Lewd and disgusting English.
Je vous assure, ma chère mademoiselle. Oh!
Alors, c'est fini?
Partez, mon enfant, partez. Allez, vite. Vite, vite. Vite.
Catch it, Gully! Catch it! Try it! Try it! How long do we have to wait, Gully? Cat lady! Cat lady! Out with it!
Yes, sir. Perhaps I should begin with recent events at the Café Libre, sir.
Back of the cafe, lead. Get on with the cat lady. Don't say you didn't meet. Don't say that.
No, sir, we met, sir.
Down, down, down.
Oh, sir.
It was just as you said, sir. They wanted to know about platypus and zinnipers. Their wait this month.
There you are then. Virtually all done. When do we meet again?
She wants us to meet as soon as I found out, sir.
That'll be in 2 minutes. Ha ha! Now, we got a bit of breathing space. Make it for tomorrow morning. Keep 'em on edge, eh?
Yes, sir. How, sir?
Ah, well, presumably you made an arrangement, girl, eh?
Yes, sir. I'm to go to the Café Libre and tell Ninette I got the info, and then Ninette will fix up the meeting. But you see, sir, the thing is...
There you are then. What could be simpler?
Ninette's dead, sir.
Well caught, sir.
2 dead men were police officers, Sourboy and Cropper.
The dead woman was Constable Helen Watson, planted to keep an eye out for black market vodka. Last night she thought she was onto a pornography racket or some such nonsense. And I warned them to keep clear of the Cafe Libre. I remember getting you to send an official to Scotland Yard.
Oh, gosh. Sorry, Monk. I don't know how it slipped my.
Perhaps if you spend less time feeling sorry for yourself, more time thinking about your duties. What, Gilly?
Nothing, sir. Except that I don't understand, sir, why she shot them. And then that her own father could
Why do people say that? Own father, own father. A father's a father. Own doesn't come into it. Anyway, he wasn't her father. He was our uncle, common law uncle, filthy couple. The reason she shot our idiot police was she thought they were arresting for spying. Then there'd be torture, then the nose. Isn't that obvious? I thought that was obvious.
But if they were Free French, sir, and on our side...
Free French? You really think the Free French go around shooting police officers in the middle of London over a few jugs of vodka and some dirty postcards? Even the Free French aren't that lunatic. She was Vichy, working for the Hun. I haven't got time to sit back and take you through your mental muddles and misunderstandings. We're in a crisis, girlie, a crisis. Without Ninette, we can't make contact with Catgirl. Without Catgirl, we can't get the wrong info through to the Huns. Petunia. Thank God I had the foresight to stick her on Catgirl's tail. A real professional. Judge Percy Martyr, Vicar speaking. I see. Where exactly? I see. How long ago? I see. Thank you very, very much for letting me know. Junior Humbert is dead. Her corpse was found sitting on a hamper at Waterloo Station.
Good Lord.
I warned her time and time again to take it easy. Now, I'm being very calm about this, not allowing myself to grieve for Petunia, whom I adored. Adored. Because I want you to be calm too, girlie. You're our only hope now.
Sir.
Our only hope is you.
Sir.
What we need is a clear and vivid description of Catgirlie, and remember, many, many chaps may die if you fail. So close your eyes, concentrate, fire away.
Sir, before I begin, I think you ought to see these, sir.
Who is this?
Cat lady. That's her, sir. I'd forgotten it was there because of the others.
But why?
Sir?
Why show you pictures of herself cavorting about in the nude with some old crow?
No, Monk. Those others are of...
So it is, so it is. Then who's the old crow?
The uncle, isn't it?
So it is. So she was blackmailing you, eh, girlie?
Yes, sir. You see, she thinks we're sleeping together.
Who? Who?
You and I, sir. Because that's what Petunia told Ninette, and then Ninette told Cat Lady.
Ah, Petunia. That's what made her so special. Could make people believe anything, however grotesque. Not that you've done badly yourself, girlie. Of course, it's true that if you hadn't agreed to pose in the nude with that filthy old man, the bobbies wouldn't have ruined my op and got themselves killed into the bargain. But it's also because of you that it's going to turn out all right. And I tell you this for nothing. Most girls would rather have died than debase themselves in the way you did. It almost makes up for all your other blunders. But what's that? I mean, what's that?
Thank you, sir.
You pay them a compliment, do they?
Well, I suppose from her point of view, she's had rather a strange time, Monk. You know, murders, suicide, posing for dirty pictures, blackmail.
Yes, that's all part of the job. I told you at the beginning it wouldn't be just driving about and having a good time, didn't I?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Very, very sorry.
Apology accepted. Right, now, here's what we do. This is what we do.
Actually, come to think of it, she may be a bit peckish, Monk. It's probably a long time since she had anything to eat.
No, I'm
Hold up. Very well. Go and feed up.
But no dallying over second cups of tea. We've got work to do tracking her down. We've got to do it quickly. Quickly.
We don't often allow ourselves time to think about the many little things that give us pleasure. But let us pause for a second and reflect on the continuing beauty of our native
Gosh,
flowers.
I didn't realise how peckish I was myself.
The roses and hollyhocks that
Probably
have
lots of sugar.
the necessary potatoes.
Always used to tell my girls after a big game, get sugar down you.
Damn good advice.
But look harder about you.
And
Those of you who
you know, old girl,
love our native countryside. And your
I
eyes
think,
can still
I mean, given the monk just chucked you in the deep end, well,
growing in the same spots they grew.
I just want you to know that
Those little
you've done.
of our timeless history.
Sorry.
The small, self-perpetuating tokens from the very soil of our dear, blessed land that no bombs, bayonets, or tanks can ever destroy. And then, think of our children. What can they do? All the forces of the Hun against a single English child but prayer.
Blow him up! That's the least they can bloody do. That's her! It's her!
Amelia Cleverly will be back with an evening thought in more time. Now for a little music. And the patriotic of English composers, Sir Edward Elgar.
Elgar. Don't sound English to me, more like another Hun. Well, come on, let's get on with it. There's work to do. I've only got a mere 8 days to bring off one of the most sophisticated ops in the history of... Judge the Blessed Martyr Burgess speaking. What the hell are you talking about? All right. I've got that, yes. And thank you, sir, very much for letting me know. I was wrong. I haven't got a mere 8 days to bring off one of the most sophisticated ops in the history of espionage. I've got a whole day and a half. A day and a half. And we don't even know who Cat Lady is.
Well, the thing is, Monk.
I know who she is, sir.
My name's Muriel. I've got a script for Mr. Cumbridge from Mr. Thomas, poetry and drama. He's expecting me.
Who?
Muriel. Mr. Cumbridge. Poetry and drama. A script from Mr. Dylan Thomas.
You can go up.
Prunella Merriman, Mr. Panter of security, please.
Who?
Prunella Merriman, Mr. Panter, security.
There's no such person.
Well, there must be. I'm sure there is.
Harry, know a panter in security?
Who's asking? May I ask what?
Prunella Merriman.
Who are you from?
Well, my employers, they're... Actually, as it's a security matter, I'm not at liberty to say.
Oh, aren't you? So your employers, who shall be nameless, ask you to pop over to the British Broadcasting Corporation and demand an interview with the non-existent Mr. Panter of the Security Department. Have I got it right, miss?
It's extremely important that I speak to Mr. Panter.
It's extremely important that you speak to somebody in security. Would you like to come this way, please, miss? I have to ask you to take the other lift. Reasons of security.
I'm here on urgent business. If you just find Panter, you'll clear me.
I'm Panter, and you're cleared, miss. My problem is the only way I can get you into the building is by arresting you virtually. What I keep trying to tell them at the church is if I'm meant to be undercover, why stick me in a uniform at the front desk where they don't even know my name? To them, I'm just Harry. Well, what they should have done is put me in as a producer or a director or a writer even. All I've found out is that her talks are just a small part of it. She's hush-hush, top security propaganda. 5th floor stuff. Her office number isn't listed. Her telephone number isn't listed. Nobody even knows what she really looks like because she won't allow herself to be photographed even. All they know is she's the most popular woman in England after Winnie himself.
There you are now, miss. The one you want is the 6th door on the left. And tell Section 18 what I said and keep your eye on the ball. This is a restricted area.
You're getting too big for your boots. And who the hell are you?
Is this the office for Amelia Cleverley's Thoughts in Wartime?
Yes, I'm the producer. What do you want?
Well, I just wanted to pay my respects to Miss Cleverley and say how much I enjoy her program.
Do you? How bloody sweet. Well, the fact is, this part of the building is restricted. How did you find us?
Well, I was just dropping off a script for Mr. Cumbridge, for Mr. Thomas, and I mentioned Thoughts in Wartime, and he said to come and tell you. Is Miss Cleverley here?
Cumbridge. And what's your name?
Muriel. If I could just have a few words with her.
And this Cumbridge told you where to go?
Oh, well, he said 5th floor at the end.
For God's sake, Davy, I'm trying to write a bloody piece. Can't you keep up with? One of your ardent fans, darling. So much for security. Security? Knocking the Hun speaking. Apparently, there's an imbecile called Cumbridge who's found out where our office is and was actually sending people here to pay their respects. Yes, she's here now. Named Muriel. Hey there! They want to speak to you! I'll get her. You! Come back! Come back at once! She's running away. It's all very fishy.
How dare you come here? I told you to go through Ninette. Ninette's dead. The Admiral shot her and then himself with that gun you sent her. The Admiral? The Admiral? But why? Why? There was a hideous row over one of the waitresses. How typically bloody French. But how the hell did you find me? I heard you on your afternoon peace thought. I recognized that line about the Hun and the English child. Well, I hope you're here because you've got what I want. Let's have it, then. When I get the negatives back. Don't be ridiculous. Do you think I carry the disgusting things around with me? Then we meet later. You give me the negatives, and I'll give you the info. And how could I be sure it's true? No negatives, no info. Listen, you little twerp. This corridor is swarming with security because of you, so you give me the information. If it's true, I'll get you the negatives. I'm sick to death of being shaken around by people like you and Ninette. I offer to help, and all I get is horrible bullying and blackmailing, and I don't give a pickle about security. I want those negatives. I wish I had time to teach you. You say you want to help, give me the information, and I swear to you, cross my heart and hope to die. How are you going to transmit it? Why?
If I have something on you that I can prove, then it won't be so bad you're having those negatives on me, but I'll want them back tomorrow.
I'll send it in some sort of code in a night thought. On the radio. Now, give me the weights of Fatty Puff and Thinnifer.
Oh, when are you going to transmit it?
Tell me the weights, then I'll know.
Thinnifer is weighing in at 24 pounds, 10 ounces. No weight this month for Fatty Puff.
24:10. Oh, my God, that's tonight. I'll have to change this evening's script. Look, you'll have to go. You'll have to go. I
told you. The negatives tomorrow. Where do we meet? Lion's Corner House, 8 a.m.
Little rat.
Yes, that's her.
Miss? Hey, miss!
Look, this is a nonsense. Look, all I know is a girl called Muriel delivered a package of new poems from Dylan Thomas and then went away. Why should I tell her to go and see Amelia Cleverly? I don't know her office number. I don't even know which floor she's on. All I know about the bloody woman is she does those revolting little peace talks morning, noon and night.
Revolting? Did you say revolting?
Can you take the other left, please? This is a security matter. We're locked down.
It's all right. We've been looking for this lady. She's wanted by Scotland Yard. Thank you for helping us detain her. Thank you.
Now listen, Gary, the situation's turning slightly desperate. Just learned that Maurice has gone yellow. Completely yellow. He's actually on his way back here now. Now, you've had a lot of fun being a chap or a petunia, spying about the place, infiltrating here, infiltrating there. Time now you went back to being a fragrant young female again. That's what we need now. That's why you've got to look at your prettiest. You see, turn his head right back to where he's just come from. So however much he gibbers, whines, weeps, even if he goes down on all fours and barks like a dog, you make sure he goes straight back to Bordeaux. Pity you couldn't have slipped into something a little more alluring. All your clothes seem to look the same. Amelia Cleverly, eh? Amelia Cleverly. I suppose I shall have to hang up. But go on, get a move on, get a move on.
Allons, enfants de la patrie, le jour de gloire.
Harry, what?
Oh, Boris tells me you greet him with a song, so I decide to greet you with one, eh?
Where is Maurice?
Oh, my monk. Ah, good to see you again, eh? Whoa! Old chap. And this, I cannot be mistaken. It's the angel, the little mother of Maurice, eh? Oh, the story he tells about you. Now, some champagne, please.
And where is Maurice, Henri?
Santé.
Yes, santé, santé. Henri, we were expecting Maurice, you know.
Yeah. He has decided to hide until the war is over. Then he will come out, bath himself, cross the channel, and marry his little maman. That is his plan. I mentioned it to you, maman, to prepare you for the wait. Hmm?
And what's he frightened of?
Of everything. But most of all, of the information you give him. He thinks the boss will capture him and torture him to death to learn it. That the American will assassinate him because he knows it. That even you, monk, would have changed your mind and killed him because of it. That's why he sent me in his place.
But you know where he is, do you?
Are you alone? Only I know. But do not think, my dear monks, that if I tell you, you can go yourself and bring him back. He will shoot you if you try. So, forget Maurice. Think of Henri. And where he is to go tonight, eh? For food, a bath, and sweet cuddles, eh?
Bring Maurice back. That's all you've got to do.
This is not a dodging, eh? You say us, but I tell you, Mark, he's mad. Madder than you, even. If he says I've come back, he will suspect me. He will shoot me.
Nonsense, nonsense. You'll be perfectly safe. I've worked it all out. I tell you, you'll be back here in a few hours, all of you, and then you can sleep, drink, do whatever you like, as far as I'm concerned.
No, I refuse, I refuse!
Either that or bullet in the back of your head. Your choice, Henri. Few hours. There. You've my word for it.
Your word, your word. The word of Albion, perfidious Albion.
Yes, good chap. You had it in you.
Everything covered?
Yes, I think so, Monk, thanks.
Every detail, Bob?
Why, yes, Oh. Oh. Mustn't forget this, old chap. Only routine, I know, but...
Ben voyons. Don't forget that, eh? Why not put it straight into my mouth? Save time now.
Oh, really, old chap, don't make one of your dramas.
Drama, because I'm a frog, old chap.
Don't worry, Monk. I'll look after everything.
Just remember how much depends on it, the lives at stake. Now, don't go soft on us, Bob. All right, Gilly, it's up to you now. Here's what you've got to do. This is what you've got to do.
I know what I've got to do, sir.
Time you stop calling me sir, time you start calling me Monk.
Thank you, Monk.
Message for Commander Scott, sir.
Well, read it out. Read it out.
Urgent attention, Monk. Owing typical Yankee mess-up. Imperative abort. Repeat, abort. Operation Fatty Puff, Thinifer, good luck, Lucifer. Got all that, sir, or shall I...
When did this come in?
About 5 minutes ago, sir. But I thought I'd wait until your friends left before interrupting you.
Because of you, 3 fine men, one of them a woman, will probably go to hideous deaths, and for nothing, for nothing! No worse than that, their deaths will actually advance the German war effort.
Now it begins, eh? Well, we live or we die.
We'll see you in half an hour, old girl.
Putain, maniez-vous!
Dépêche-toi!
At any moment, you may be stopped by the Boche, hang up you by your thumbs, and have your toenails pulled from you. And yet you concern yourself with... Oh, you're right. Maurice doit te voir sous ton meilleur jour. Mets une mèche de cheveux sur ton œil. Un peu plus de rouge à lèvres au coin de ta bouche. Et défais un bouton de cette chemise. Voilà. No, again, you're right. It is not a woman he yearns for, it is his angel, his mama. Pure but soft and loving. Oh, I hope you're not going to disappoint him.
Time to go, old chap.
Sir?
Time to go.
Denise, c'est Henri.
Pourquoi vous êtes revenu? Il va vous descendre.
Je lui ai ramené son ange. Elle va le reconduire à Londres.
Il va la descendre, elle aussi.
Mais non, il rêve d'elle.
Il va la descendre, puis après, il rêvera d'elle.
Montrez-moi où il se trouve, je vous en prie.
Bon, allez.
Viens, mon enfant. Il est temps que tu rentres chez moi.
Je savais que tu viendrais. Je savais.
Maurice, mon Dieu.
C'est un vrai miracle, mon vieux.
Maman. Maman. Dis, maman, on peut rentrer maintenant?
Bon. Allez, on se tire.
Un instant! Il a signé un bail de 2 ans pour cet appartement. Il a eu 3 bouteilles de vin, 8 pains, de la charcuterie, du fromage. Il me doit 143 francs et 27 centimes. Et en plus, 1,50 franc pour le ménage. Et la lessive.
Well done, everybody. Well done. I was beginning to give you up.
I knew before we left that monk has planned something very bad. But I did not believe that even that Englishman had arranged to give us a life to the boss.
For goodness sake, Henri.
Donne-moi le pistolet, Fatty Pouf.
Pourquoi veux-tu lui faire?
Il a tout arrangé pour que les Boches nous capturent. Qui nous torturent à mort. Et petite maman aussi. Un instant, Fatty Pouf. Well, old chap, do you deny it?
Of course I deny it, old chap. Complete and utter nonsense. For one thing, Monk could never do a thing like that. For another, do you think that even Monk can phone up some Hun in Bordeaux and say, oh, by the way, Fatty Puff and Thinnifer in your neighborhood, and Fatty Puff's got some top-secret info about the American raid you ought to have. As if Monk were to turn over his friends to torture and death just to get false information to the Huns. Anyway, he's got too much faith in you two. He knows you'd never let them take you alive.
What? Oh, this? This? You mean, eh? If you got just one little bite, like a good little French frog, eh? And poof! Well bred, monsieur. Bien joué, old chap, eh? One little dead frog, eh? So, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. There's nothing in this but sugar and water. Or something to make us more brave, as the poor Adelaise and flog us. Come on, show us, what's in it?
Donnez-le-moi! Mon ange, oblige-le!
Crétin.
Si pour vous c'est aussi important que ça, je le ferai. Moi, au moins, je ne suis pas particulièrement précieuse. Bob est beaucoup plus précieux. Je ne crois pas que Monk vous ait trahi, mais même s'il a fait, même si son opération était aussi horrible et cruelle que vous le croyez, alors, je suis quand même désolée qu'elle n'ait pas réussi. Yes, I am. Because if it had worked, then I'm sure good would have come out of it. Perhaps lots and lots of lives would have been saved, and this dreadful war would have been over that much quicker. And that's what we all want, isn't it? Even if we lose our own lives doing it. We've known from the beginning we may have to sacrifice ourselves. Just as the chaps at the front, the chaps who fly planes, chaps above the sea, and even under the sea know it. Just as the girls and mothers who are waiting for them to come home know in their hearts they may never come home.
Espèce d'idiot, c'est une blague, une farce, y'a rien là-dedans. Regarde.
Voilà, mon enfant. Tout va bien. Personne ne nous a trahis.
Personne ne nous a trahis, maman. Personne.
Is there a lavatory on the plane by any chance?
I'm afraid not, Olga.
God. My God. So here you are back, just as I promised. But what was all the fuss, eh? But Henri. Where's Henri? Put the wrong capsule in his ring. Put the wrong capsule in his ring. Good God, man. I sometimes wonder whether you lost some of your wits when you lost your arm. And as for you, girlie, don't think that you're going to spend the rest of the war holding hands with Maurice. For one thing, the funny doctors will soon knock all that nonsense out of him. For another, I've got plans for him. I've got plans for you too, girlie. Now go on, get in, get in. Now listen to me. This is a briefing. There's this Dutch Bounty Company. All speak French, you know the type, easy to infiltrate. Iron mind on the road, girlie. Now, here's what we'll do. This is what we'll do. Firstly, Amelia Cleverly, our cat lady. I've decided not to hang her. Yet. We'll use her to send messages to the Huns in Holland. My messages. Don't swerve, girlie, don't swerve for a rabbit. There's not a word she'll send out that won't have been thought up by me.
Pride of that small
Every time she says tulip, 100 Boche will die.
once peaceful land of canals and windmills, and its fields and fields of tulips. Pink tulips, white tulips, and my own favorite, the simple crimson tulip, all nodding in the breeze. And now that little land and all its tulips lie crushed under the Nazi jackboot. But do not despair, our Dutch friends. We are with you, as we have been with every oppressed nation during the long course of our island history.
By the time I finish with her, she'll know the meaning of all the important words in the English language, eh?
Let us remind ourselves. Honor, duty, courage, loyalty, and sacrifice.
And that's when I'll hang her.